So NJCU with 4 runs in the first inning, more than their output in the entire first game, going against St. Joe's best pitcher in Casey Martinez. Meanwhile, Jess Musarino, who's been NJCU's top arm so far this year, back out there for the second inning with a healthy lead. The second baseman, number 8, Julie DeCarmine. DeCarmine, who's 3 for 3 before grounding out to end game 1. She's a cleanup hitter, and she comes to the plate to lead off. Inning number 2, and the first pitch is a ball. Ira Thor with you live here at the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex in Jersey City. Gothic Knights softball trying to sweep today's doubleheader and try to get close to the 500 mark. Now 7-10 in the year. St. Joe's is 5-4. That pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-0. That's 3-0. That's a strike. It's 3-1. And DeCarmine walks on 5 pitches. So that brings up the left fielder, number 45, Gina Moscatelli. Moscatelli will be followed by the pitcher Martinez. The pitcher's hitting just .071 in the year. Line drive off of the glove of Calixto for an infield single. So it's a single to first base. DeCarmine advances to second. With nobody out, that brings up the pitcher, number 21, Casey Martinez. Casey Martinez drops down a bunt sacrifice. The throw to third is in time for the force play. The 5-6 force. So she reaches, Martinez does, on a fielder's choice. Moscatelli goes to second. DeCarmine's out 5-6. And that brings up the first baseman, number 20, Regina Rogers. Regina Rogers playing for the first time today. Sophomore, 5'6", out of Center More Reaches, New York. Inside to Rogers. Makes me want to do a discount double check. Swings and misses at the riser. And it's 1-1. Change up, but Rogers lays off. It's 2-1. That's high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch to Rogers. Ground ball through. Oh, what a diving stop by Ginter, but she throws the ball away. Megan Ginter with a great diving stop. It probably saved the run, but now it's going to be a run as they're saying it's a two-base throwing error as the ball rolled into the Gothic Knight dugout. And the field umpire, Todd Walker, now is saying that it is a one-base error. So it is now 4-1. So officially an infield single for Rogers and advances on an E6 throwing error. Martinez goes one base, advances in the error, and Moscatelli scores on the error. Currently unearned. And no RBIs, and that will bring up for the first time Alba Salazar, who was a pinch runner in Game 1. Right fielder number 50, Alba Salazar. Salazar swings and misses the first pitch. One away. Runner at second and third. Ball gets by Bariso, but she gets to it quickly, and Marisa Reno gets to the plate to prevent an advance. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Musarino looks back to runner, throw to first. Sats makes the catch, throw to second base, and we're going to have a tag out just in the nick of time because Martinez hesitated at third. Had she come home before Rogers was tagged, the run would have counted, but instead it ends up being Rogers being tagged out by Cardona, and the run does not score. Martinez didn't even get halfway down the line. So a 1-3, Salazar grounds out. Rogers is out 3-4, and the inning comes to a close as a base running error by St. Joe's. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base for St. Joe's in the second inning. Gothic Knights lead 4-1. We'll continue on here now from the Garrity Complex. Bottom of the second inning. It'll be the number 9, 1, and 2 batters. Perez, Ginter, and Musarino due up. Casey Perez had a couple of singles in Game 1 and her average in an abbreviated sophomore season. Now 273, continues to climb after she missed the first 10 games with a broken bone. She got a really nice black eye out of the whole ordeal. I had to hesitate to take her picture for the year because she didn't want to have a black eye in her 2012 headshot. Don't blame her. Although it does build character, I guess you could say. Leading off for the Gothic Knights in the second inning, the center fielder, number 12, Casey Perez. So Perez will try to add on to NJCU's 4-1 lead. They have 5 hits, 2 for St. Joe's. And that's fouled into the NJCU dugout. Runs up in the box and swings and misses, and it's 0-2 to Perez. And it's a ground ball snagged by the first baseman, Rogers, and she steps in the bag for the first out. So one away, that brings up the shortstop, number 22, Megan Ginter. Ginter singled, stole second base for the 87th swipe of her career, and then later scored on a Marissa Bariso double. She'll be followed by the pitcher, Musarino. One away. First pitch to Ginter is a ball. How far away is that classroom, Pete? Nice. Popped up. The second baseman, to Carmine, makes the catch. And two away. The pitcher, number 7, Jess Musarino. I've just been told that they can hear our PA a half a mile away at a school in Bayonne. Oh, it's Jersey City? Oh, Jersey City, Bayonne border. Musarino shows bunt. The ball is low and gets past the catcher, Banako. Well, it's nice to know that our sound system here at the Gary Complex is top notch. Is it Bose? It's ball 2. It's 2-0. I do not know whether these are Bose speakers, but they will be great in my backyard. Musarino drops down a bunt. The third baseman, goalie, gets it to the Carmine for the 5-4 putout, and inning number 2 comes to a close. So a 5-4 bunt putout, and the Gothic Knights go 1-2-3 here in the second inning. In the second inning for NJCU, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the third inning. New Jersey City leads 4-1. Leading off for St. Joe's in the third inning, the third baseman, number 2, Gianna Gully. So Gully will bat for the first time today. And that's low. That's a ball. 2-0. Chopped foul in front of the plate where it dives, and it's 2-1. Top of the third inning, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Gotham Knights, 1-2-1 for the Golden Eagles. That's called strike, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch by Musarino, and it's low. Count goes full. As a called strike 3, belt high. 1 away. Second strikeout by Musarino. Back to the top of the lineup, the shortstop, number 5, Courtney Fresina. One ball to Fresina. Musarino would like a new softball and throws that one off into the practice pile. Batting practice, that ball will be relegated to, as its useful lifespan has come to a close. Gotham Knights leading 4-1 here in the top of the third. Line drive right at Megan Ginter, who lowered her knees and made the catch. 2 away, and that brings up the catcher, number 13, Tara Bernaco. In the dirt, Bernaco had to jump to get out of the way of that one. 1 ball and no strikes. Line drive, base hit to left field. Gomez is right there, played it perfectly. The throw was over the head of the cutoff woman, Cardona, but it's backed up by Satz. It's a 2-out single to left field by Bernaco, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 15, Juliana Tierney. That is high. That's low. Gets by Bariso on the wild pitch. Bernaco goes to second. Tuno. That's high, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. We have 2 outs here, but St. Joe's trying to threaten a little bit here in the third inning. The Gotham Knights had led 4-0. It's still 4-1. With a runner at second base, the Golden Eagles trying to cut this lead in half. That's a called strike right over the middle of the plate. 3-1. Big pitch coming by Musarino. Deals. And it's high. Ball 4. Single and a walk after the first two batters were retired, and now runners at first and second for their best hitter, the cleanup hitter, the second baseman, number 8, Julia DeCarmine. That's a called strike to DeCarmine. For some reason the mic stays on here. I want to get that checked out. That's in the dirt, 1-1. Phantom microphone here in the booth. Everybody in the stadium could probably hear the broadcast. 1-1 pitch. Looked pretty good. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch. In the air, foul, and off to the third base side. And Musarino now a strike away from getting out of this frame. Speaking of frames, you're a bowling fan, the entire broadcast of NJCU's Northeast Conference semifinal against number 1 ranked FDU, as that is grounded to Calixto, recovers as she sprawled to the ground and steps on third. Gets a laugh from Jess Musarino and the rest of her teammates as the inning comes to a close. As we were saying, the entire broadcast of the semifinal against FDU, even though it was a loss, is now archived on the NJCU YouTube channel and also at njcugothicknights.com. It's about a 48-minute television broadcast if you like to watch that. So DeCarmine retired on the fielder's choice. And Bernaco's out at third, 5 unassisted. In the third inning for St. Joe's, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's 4-1 New Jersey City. The first baseman, number 5, Rebecca Satz. So Rebecca Satz comes to the plate with a 17-game hitting streak on the line. She grounded out to first base in the first inning. She was the second out of what ended up being a 4-run, 2-out productive frame for NJCU. Satz now hitting .435 on the year. And that is a base hit to right center field and extends her hitting streak to 18 in a row, a school record. Swinging at the first pitch. The catcher, number 8, Marissa Bariso. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Chopper, foul. Played by goalie, the third baseman. And now it's 0-2. Bariso, who now has 17 RBIs. Second on team to Sats. Fouls that one off. Just got a piece of it. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss to retire Bariso for the first out. One away, and that will bring up the left fielder, number 1, Stephanie Gomez. Gomez, who singled and knocked in a run in the first inning. Her average now at 321, drops down a bunt. The pitcher, Martinez, with the throw to the second baseman for the 1-4. Sacrifice bunt. Sats goes to second base, and that will bring up with 2 outs. Third baseman, number 16, Nicole Calixto. Calixto singled and scored an unearned run. And the first pitch is low. Gothic Knights with a 4-1 lead. And that is lined and caught by the third baseman, goalie, who leaned into the left side hole and was able to snag that out of the air for an inning-ending lineout. And the third inning comes to a close. In the third inning for the Gothic Knights, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. We head to the fourth inning. It's 4-1 NJCU. Top of the fourth inning, and leading off, the left fielder, number 45, Gina Moscatelli. We just learned that head athletic trainer Anne-Marie Stobling is not a meteorologist. I asked her what time the sun comes down, and she does not know. And I thought athletic trainers knew everything. They're just really, really good at diagnosing concussions. So Moscatelli, who singled and scored the only run for St. Joe's, leads off, and the first pitch by Musarino is low. Gothic Knight baseball trailing Drew 10-4 in the top of the 8th inning. 7 runs in the bottom of the first is the difference in that game. And I think that hit is to hit Moscatelli on the foot. So a hit batter. And leadoff runner is on for St. Joe's. The pitcher, number 21, Cassie Martinez. So Martinez, who reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Inside, bounces away. Bariso able to recover. That's low as well. 2-0. And 3-0. 5 pitches this inning, and Musarino is yet to throw a strike. That is a called strike. That's low for ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk. And that will bring up discount double check. The first baseman, number 20, Regina Rogers. Rogers did single in her first plate appearance. That's low. Ground ball, first base. Satz is there. Will step in the bag herself for the first out. So a 3 unassisted. Martinez to second, Moscatelli to third. 1 away, and that will bring up the right fielder, number 50, Alba Salazar. Salazar grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning to end that inning. She did not end the inning. It was the second out, but during her ground out, the Eagles were caught in the rundown between second and third, and that ended the inning, so there was not another batter to follow her. First pitch to Salazar is low. It's no ball, or 1 ball and no strikes, as Musarino now over 50 pitches for the game, and more than half have been balls. 54 strikes, or pitches right now, 24 strikes, 30 balls. Swing and a miss. That was not a ball, as Blue Salazar has that blew past Salazar to make it a 1-1 count, but she has a chance to make this a 1-run game. A single here could bring in 2. It's 4-1 Gothic Knights with a curveball there. It was a great pitch by Musarino and a good time for that, and it's 1-2. Martinez at second, Moscatelli's at third. Moscatelli was hit by a pitch. Martinez walked. There's 1 away here in the 4th. Inside, 2-2. Salazar, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. And it's low, and the count is full again. That is ball 4. Outside to left-handed hitting Salazar. And the bases are full of Golden Eagles. The third baseman, number 2, Gianna Gully. So the bases are loaded for Gully, the number 9 hitter. She struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Chance to try to tie this game for St. Joe's. And it's a wild pitch. gets by Bariso. The throw to the plate won't be in time. A run comes home on the wild pitch, and everyone advances. Now runners at second and third. And there'll be a meeting at the mound. And head coach Bridget Quimpo out to have a conversation with Musarino, who's clearly hurting right now. And Ashley O'Byrne is warming up. And I think Musarino's had enough. Looks like they're bringing in Ashley O'Byrne right here. And there will be a pitching change as Ashley O'Byrne will come in for Jess Musarino and try to hold on to the 4-2 lead. So Musarino, who's been hurt most of the year and has to pitch because the Gothic Knights don't have a third pitcher, went as far as she could before she just couldn't go any further, and she comes out. Ashley O'Byrne will return to the mound. She was the winning pitcher in game number 1. Musarino did not go long enough to win this game. You have to complete 4. And the first pitch by O'Byrne is inside. That's low. And it's 2-0. Three balls and no strikes, they're saying. The first pitch by Musarino last to the her last pitch of the game was a ball to this batter, so it was a 1-ball count to start off. Now 3 balls in a row by O'Byrne. Goalie walks, and with 1 out, the bases are loaded. The shortstop, number 5, Courtney Frasina. And St. Joe's has a chance to try to break this open now here in the top of the 4th. That is a strike. Fouled off over the coaching box at first base. No balls and 2 strikes. Racina, the number 1 hitter in the lineup, the leadoff hitter, is 0 for 2 today. She comes up in a huge spot for the Golden Eagles. NJCU leads 4-2. In the dirt, Bariso Bariso was able to block it to the third base side, so should Martinez, standing at third base, had any ideas of trying to come home, she could have actually tagged her out in the baseline. So that was a very good job by Marissa Bariso. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch by O'Byrne. And that is a base hit to left center. Cut off in the gap by Gomez to throw to Satz. The cutoff man, they're going to have a rundown here. And we're going to have a throw out at third. A 3-5, but not before 2 runs come home on the RBI single by Fresina. So a single to left center, 2 RBIs. And she advances to second. Goalie's out 3-5, but Salazar scores, Martinez scores, and it's a tied game now. It is 4-4. The catcher, number 13, Tara Bernaco. Bernaco now 1 for 2 today. Ground ball. Ginter in the hole. The long throw to first is in time to end the inning. So Bernaco out 6-3, and the 4th inning comes to a close. But in the 4th inning, St. Joe's 3 runs on just 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's tied at 4. It's the second baseman, number 9, Janissa Cardona. Now, Margie Alfano has abandoned us on camera, and Jorge Rodriguez, former standout setter for the Gotham Knight men's volleyball team, who's completed his eligibility. He's doing the camera for us now, so thank you. And that's a ground ball to short. And Fresina with the throw out. One away. The right fielder, number 2, Jessica Chandler. First pitch to Chandler's ball. That is a called strike. Four to four here, bottom of the fourth inning. Fouled off the very end of the bat there, and it's 1-2. Chandler will be followed by Casey Perez. As a strike three looking, Chandler goes down. And with two away, that brings up center fielder number 12, Casey Perez. So Gothic Knights led 4-0, but St. Joe's, after pulling off one run in the second inning, have tied it at 4, 3 runs on just one hit in the visitors' fourth. As a line drive to left field, but right at the left fielder, Moscatelli, and the inning comes to a close. Gothic Knights go 1-2-3 in the fourth. Fifth inning here, St. Joe's put 3 runs on the board their last turn at bat. What will they do here in the fifth? We are tied at 4. Ashley O'Byrne is now the pitcher of record. Swing and a miss. So she'll either go 2-0 or take the loss here. She has ended a 6-game losing streak with the win in the last game. She's now 3-6 on the year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tierney, the 3-batter, followed by DeCarmine and Moscatelli. Tierney fouls that away. It's 1-2. Popped straight up, foul territory, and Satz makes the catch. 1 away for the second baseman, number 8, Julia DeCarmine. DeCarmine, the cleanup hitter, she pitched in game 1, took the loss, is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Popped up, foul, and against the fencing, against the right field stands, and it's now 0-2, so O'Byrne, in her first full inning of relief, has been ahead of both batters now. right here in the heart of the lineup for this St. Joe's Golden Eagle squad. 0-2 pitch. That's high. That's high. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. Ginter's there. Third to first. Perfect. 2 away. That will bring up left fielder number 45, Gina Moscatelli. Moscatelli is 1 for 1. She was hit by a pitch, singled, and scored twice, but she won't score here because it's a 1-2-3 inning right to Ginter. And Ashley O'Byrne comes in and gets the job done. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Gothic Knights, Golden Eagles, tied at 4. A little fun outside the box between innings as Ashley O'Byrne will get her first at bat of the season, and her teammates are teasing her a little bit. Jess Musarino could still re-enter one more time as a pinch hitter. She has one re-entry left. You would figure that would probably come in the 7th inning, though, not in this situation here, as the Gothic Knights likely will get through the lineup one more time. Leading off for the Knights in the 5th inning, the shortstop, number 22, Megan Ginter. So it'll be Ginter, O'Byrne, and Satz. Ginter is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Popped up, shallow, center field might fall. No, coming in and making the catch is Tierney at the last second for the first out. Tierney had to go a long way. She played Ginter deep, and why not? Ginter's got a couple home runs this year. The pitcher, number 15, Ashley O'Byrne. So Ashley O'Byrne getting a nice round of applause from her teammates. And she gets a called strike, her first at-bat of the season. She did hit for the first 2 years of her career. Not really a successful offensive player, but she was sufficient. And that is a strike. Actually, I'm sorry, that's a ball. It's 1-1. Ashley O'Byrne, psychology major, hits in the air. Left field, and the wind carries it over to the line. She gave it a ride, but it was caught by Moscatelli. With 2 outs, that will bring up the first baseman, number 5, Rebecca Satz. So Rebecca Satz, owner of an 18-game hitting streak, comes to the plate. And we'll draw a conversation between the catcher, Bernaco, and the pitcher, Martinez. And first pitch is Sats off the plate. That's low. It almost looks as if they're going to they're pitching around Sats here. They are. And they are. So that's basically an intentional walk here. That's what we're going to call it. The catcher, number 8, Marissa Bariso. So it wasn't a prototypical intentional walk, as that's low, because the catcher did stay in the crouch position, but that was what the intent was there. So an intentional walk on Sats, and why not? She's killing people right now. That is low, and the danger when you intentionally walk somebody is to come back and then throw strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch of Bariso, ground ball over the shortstop. The flip to second base for 1. They threw to first, but there wasn't a need to as the inning was over, and the first baseman, Rogers, smiles at the Carmine, the second baseman, on that goof, but it doesn't matter as the inning comes to a close. On the fielder's choice, and Bariso is retired 6-4, and the Gothic Knights do not score in the 5th. In the 5th inning for NJCU, no runs, no hits, 1 left. We head to the 6th, tied at 4. Leading off for St. Joe's in the 6th inning, the pitcher, number 21, Cassie Martinez. So Martinez, Rogers, and Salazar due up here. The 6, 7, 8 hitters. Neither team using a flex player in our final game today. And Martinez swings and misses at the first pitch. It's called strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That's low. It's 1-2. That is a line drive, base hit to center field. So a leadoff single by Martinez. 5 hits so far by the Golden Eagles, 6 for the Gothic Knights, and that will bring up a pinch hitter for Rogers. Pinch hitting for Rogers is number 16, Jen Fazio. Pinch runner at first base is number 7, Vienna Costanzo. So Fazio, one of two left-handed hitters, will hit here for Rogers. Fazio played first base in the first game. Did not get a plate appearance. She was the flex player. She's hitting .286 in the year with 1 RBI. The throw to second base for 1. On to first is not in time. A 5-4 on the fielder's choice, so Costanzo retired on the fielder's choice bunt. 5-6. Costanzo is out. And pinch hitting for Salazar, number 6, Nicole Retta. So another pinch hitter here for the Golden Eagles as they try to get on the board as daylight begins to dwindle. One out. 4-4 is your score here in the top of the 6th inning. As a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's low, 1-1. Glare from the sun is getting intense. Hit in the air to left field. Ginter backs up, makes the catch, throws on to first, and Fazio was way off the bag. And I couldn't even see that ball coming off of the bat because of the glare from the sun right now, which is just intense. But Retta, with a quick floater into left field, Ginter caught it and then threw on the sats. And the inning comes to a close.
There's a point in the old movie where there's like, I'm only, he tries like, what are you afraid of? He's like, I'm only afraid of one thing. And he goes, I'm afraid of running into Peter Vincent again. So I like cropped it and put it on Facebook. Everyone was like, yo, that's good. Like, what movie is that?
In the 16th for St. Joe's, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Re-entering her, the pitcher, Cassie Martinez. First baseman, Regina Rogers. Leading off for the Knights, left fielder, number 1, Stephanie Gomez. So as we have some re-entries to re-enter here.
Someone needs to score.
1-1 as I cannot see a thing. That's out of the way. If you're the batter right now, with that ball coming off the bleacher, the sun coming off the bleachers. I don't know how you see a thing right now. And it's 1-2. You can't really see it from this angle because where the camera is on the third base bleachers is sheltered a little bit by the shadow from the old football bleachers, but the sun right now is wicked. And Gomez somehow stays alive. I am using Pete Vincent, our site supervisor, as a sun shield right now, as I cannot see a thing. One ball and 2 strikes, and Gomez, base hit down the left field line, rolling to the corner. She rounds first, on her way to second, and Stephanie Gomez battles the sun, battles the pitcher Cassie Martinez, and wins twice with a leadoff double. Can the Gothic Knights capitalize here in the bottom of the 6th? Third baseman number 16, Nicole Calixto. Calixto will be followed by Cardona. The 6 and 7 batters in the lineup. Calixto today is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Popped up. It's going to fall in front of the second baseman, to Carmine, who will make the throw to first, but Gomez advances. And can now score on a wild pitch or a fly ball. Second baseman, number 9, Janissa Cardona. So Cardona hitting .273. She's singled and driven a run today. She's also grounded out. A hit here will give the Knights the lead. It's popped straight up in foul territory. Now drifting back into fair territory, dropping the mask and making the catch is Tara Bernaco for the second out. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 2, Jessica Chandler. Chandler in a big at-bat now with 2 quick outs. Gomez is at third. A wild pitch, rolls away, and Gomez scores! The pitch got by the catcher, who probably couldn't see the ball in the sun anyway, and rolled all the way to the backstop, caromed off the screen, and Gomez, alert at third, comes home to give the Gothic Knights a 5-4 lead. Chandler fouls it away. It's now 1-1. 2 away. And I can barely even see the scoreboard. This is amazing. And Chandler, line drive, Rogers knocks it down, flips to the second baseman to end the inning on the 3-4. And the inning comes to a close. But in the 6th inning for NJCU, 1 run on 1 hit and nobody left. We head to the 7th inning. Gothic Knights lead 5-4. So we head to the 7th inning, and the Gothic Knights trying to end it here. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters. Leading off for St. Joe's in the top of the 7th inning, the third baseman, number 2, Gianna Gully. So can the Gothic Knights nail down another one-run win? Goalie, DeFace O'Byrne, trying to win for the second time today. In the dirt, goes all the way to the backstop. I am standing looking directly into the sun. This cannot be good for my LASIK vision. If I was a vampire. Yes, Pete Vince, if I was a vampire, I'd be out here right now watching a softball game. Just pass the garlic. It's 2-0 as that is high to goalie. I have a 146 cholesterol, my buddy. I don't need anything else for my heart. That is low. It's 3-0. And O'Byrne in danger of walking the number 9 hitter in the lineup here in the top of the 7th, trying to win this game. That is ball 4, and goalie walks on 4 pitches. And it wouldn't be the 2012 season if there was not a little drama. The shortstop, number 5, Courtney Frasina. So Frasina comes to the plate, leadoff hitter, shows bunt, and it goes foul. Throw to first, but no need to do so as that was fouled off. Frasina in today's game is 1 for 3, but she had a 2-run single in the 4th inning as part of that rally by the Golden Eagles. 0-1 pitch. That's high. And it's 1-1. That was a ball, so it's 2-1. Dropping down a bunt is Frasina. The throw to first is in time for the sacrifice and the first out. So a 3-4 sack bunt. And I'll have a quick conversation between Bariso and O'Byrne, and that brings up the catcher, number 13, Tara Bernaco. Tough part of the lineup now. The number 2 hitter, Bernaco, to be followed by Tierney. The tying run in the top of the 7th stands at second base. It's fouled away. Can the Gothic Knights win this here in the 7th without having to come to bat? I still cannot see a thing. I am watching the batter with both hands over my eyes, trying to block out the sun. This is vicious. 0-1 pitch. That's high. I would imagine that they're at a different angle down there behind the plate, but this is amazing. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is 5-4 Gothic Knights here in the top of the 7th. Ground ball, base hit to the left side. Gomez backs it up. The throw to third is not in time. It's a single through the left side. And the tying run just 60 feet away. That will bring up the center fielder, number 15, Juliana Tierney. In the next inning, it'll be Perez, Ginter, and you would figure Musarino will come back in the bat for O'Byrne if the Gothic Knights do not get out of this. They could right here. Throw to the plate is... Wow. Look at this. Look at this. She's safe. Oh, my God. I've never seen such an examination at home plate before, and we are tied. So a controversial call at the plate. And the runner moved all the way up to third on that. Second baseman, Julia de Carmine. And we are tied at 5 on a very odd play at the plate. That is high. The problem is Bernaco was allowed to advance to third while the umpire was examining the play. And it's 2-0. We are tied at 5. As a ball, it's 3-0. But there's now 2 outs. And that's ball 4, and DeCarmine walks on 4 pitches. She's really meaningless, though, as the runner at third right now is the significant run as St. Joe's has a chance to take the lead. Left fielder number 45, Gina Moscatelli. Moscatelli takes a strike. Yeah, when that throw came home from Satz to Bariso, I thought the tag was in time, and I thought this game was over. That would have been the last out. Grounder to Ginter, throw to first is in time, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning on the 6-3. So the go-ahead run is stranded at third, and the Gothic Knights have some work to do in the bottom of the 7th. In the 7th inning for St. Joe's, 1 run on 1 hit, 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 5. Eighth inning. Please don't let it to the 8th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning, Casey Perez will lead off for the Gothic Knights. Leading off for NJCU in the bottom of the 7th inning, the center fielder number 12, Casey Perez. So it'll be Perez, Ginter, and I would believe Musarina would come back up. Thought that play at the plate would end the game. And home plate umpire Alvin Ponder had different ideas. It'll be Perez, who is 0 for 2, taking on Martinez. Shows a bunt, drops it down, gets past the pitcher, and she will be safe with an infield single. Martinez had a little confusion there with goalie. No one knew really who was going to go for that. A little miscommunication there. Martinez finally backhanded it and was unable to throw out the very quick Casey Perez. Shortstop number 22, Megan Ginter. So Ginter comes to the plate. Perez to second base, and she is called out. Perez is the first batter or runner thrown out this year. Ginter pops down the right field line. That's going to fall fair. She rounds first. On her way to second. The throw to second base. Not in time. It's a double for Megan Ginter. And had Perez not been called out, the Gothic Knights would have won the game right there. Ashley O'Byrne, ground ball is foul. The pitcher, number 15, Ashley O'Byrne. So O'Byrne fouls off the first pitch, and now the sun dips, and we can see again. 0-1 to O'Byrne. Ginter at second base. There she goes. She's going to steal third. And Megan Ginter now 60 feet away with her 88th career stolen base. No balls and 2 strikes. O'Byrne with Ginter looking into her dugout. The pitch popped foul. On deck is Rebecca Satz. But maybe O'Byrne can win it for herself right here. The 0-2 pitch to Ashley O'Byrne is low. And it's 1-2. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Knights. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for St. Joe's here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch to O'Byrne. Hit the air! Deep left field! And the Gothic Knights will win! They win as Ashley O'Byrne with our first hit of the year! And NJCU wins 6-5! Talk up the W for Ashley O'Byrne as they mob her at first base. An RBI game-winning hit for Ashley O'Byrne. It would have been a double had there not been a runner at third. And NJCU, wow, you have to feel good for Ashley O'Byrne in that situation. They win by a score of 6-5. The hero is the pitcher who never hits.
Happy hour just ended. Come on.
At what? At the bar?
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
It ends at 7.
In the 7th inning for the Gothic Knights, 1 run on 3 hits, nobody left. Your final score in Game 2. NJCU, 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. St. Joe's, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. With the 2 wins today, the Gothic Knights improve to 8-10 on the season. St. Joe's falls to 5-4, and the Knights will return to action on Saturday at 1 o'clock when they head to Union, New Jersey to begin New Jersey Athletic Conference play against defending conference champion Kane University. We thank you for your attendance at today's doubleheader. For full recaps of today's game, visit us online at NJCUGothicKnights.com. So that's going to do it here from Jersey City as Ashley O'Byrne with the winning hit today, and you got to feel good for her. NJCU 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. NJCU wins. And we'll talk to you now for baseball on Saturday when the Gothic Knights head to Newark to take on Rutgers Newark, first pitch in that doubleheader at 12 o'clock. For our camera people today, Margie Alfano and Jorge Rivera, I'm Ira Thor saying thanks for watching us here on the Green and Gold Network. We'll talk to you Saturday from Newark. Until then, be well, everybody.